Yeah. Episode 9.
How was WrestleMania? That happened.
Yeah, WrestleMania 39 has just happened this week. Today's April the 6th as of recording, so we're a couple days removed from WrestleMania.
That was pretty good actually. There's one of my favorite WrestleManias I've seen, and then the Raw after WrestleMania was not bad. That
It was one of the worst.
that was one of the worst
Yeah.
I've ever seen. I mean, we'll just do a quick recap.
Yeah,
Then we'll just talk about the future of the championships, I guess.
exactly. We'll talk about the future of the WWE. As most of you guys know, there's been some big news in the WWE.
Big changes.
The company has been sold to Endeavor, the parent company of the UFC, so
And Poppy Trips may have been replaced as head of creative.
possibly
Possibly.
we will discuss the future of not only the WWE, but also every single champion on the main roster, who we think will dethrone them, and maybe a little game ahead of the video. We'll get into that in a bit.
I don't know what game he's talking about, but we will find out.
We will. So let's just start off by covering WrestleMania 39. We can go match by match and kind of give our thoughts on it, and we'll actually give it our very own star rating. So let's start off with night 1, match 1, a match that upset a lot of people. John Cena versus Austin Theory
For the WWE United States Championship.
in front of the Make-A-Wish kids.
Yo, Austin Theory beat John Cena in front of the Make-A-Wish kids, dude.
Yeah, the match itself and the result pissed off a lot of people.
I mean,
What do you think?
the match was alright, right? Like,
Decent.
it wasn't like a barn burner opening. In fact, I feel like, if anything, what these WrestleManias lacked was a barn burning opening. I mean, besides Omos. Omos was awesome.
Yes.
Just the size and girth of Omos was amazing.
Almost Lincoln's rise.
But like, Cena in Theory, that was like, alright. You know? I mean, the story was cool. Like, you know, it was a dream match in the making, I guess, you know? And everyone thought it would mean more, but I feel like this was kind of slow paced. I didn't hate it. Most people hated it. I didn't hate it. It was an okay match.
Yeah, almost immediately after this match ended, Twitter blew up and was hating on Austin Theory a lot. Now, I liked the match because of the storytelling aspects, especially at the beginning. John Cena was really reiterating the fact that Austin Theory is not ready for this. He's not supposed to be here. He's not ready to face someone on the level of John Cena. And that's why at the beginning of the match, he was bullying him a little bit. You know, just pushing him around, just beating him up. But then Austin Theory, he's showing that he is more than just what John Cena says. He's ruthless.
John Cena.
He's ruthless. He bites people.
He bites people. Yeah.
What do you think of Austin Theory trying to bring out this ruthless side and just now fighting people?
A-Town down. The now Austin Theory is probably one of the best things about Monday Night Raw. A great United States champion, in my opinion. A lot of people think his gimmick's a bit boring, bland, and I understand that. But, you know,
I'm a fan of Austin Theory.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. He can put on a good match. He can put on a decent promo, even if he gets buried.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you're going against sharks, you're gonna get eaten.
Yeah. I think when we talk about the promo, last episode, our WrestleMania episode, we had 2 episodes ago, the Rey Mysterio episode, we had a critique of Rey Mysterio promos that it can feel a little too scripted, a little too empty, and I think that can also apply to Austin Theory.
Not as bad as Jeff Hardy's.
Yeah, definitely not as bad as Jeff Hardy. But Austin Theory, it's a good promo, but it feels way too, like, written out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Austin Theory, John Cena capitalized on it and said, you're not authentic, no one believes in you, because he doesn't believe in himself. He's just saying written promos.
He pulled out if I beat you, I end you. If you beat me, I still end you, because no one's gonna remember you.
Oh man,
that's
crazy.
Brutal.
Yeah.
But what would you give this on a Dave Meltzer accurate star rating? You know, something that, you know, like his
I don't know what Dave Meltzer would give, nor do I really care. I would give it what I would give on a 5-star. Is a 3-star. This is a 3-star match.
Yeah.
Actually, 2.5.
I'll get 3. You know, I feel like it was decent wrestling. It wasn't anything like spectacular, special. It was funny when he lost in front of the Make-A-Wish kids.
A lot of people were upset that he didn't kick out of one. What was the move called?
The A-Town Down?
Was it really just the A-Town Down?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people were upset that he just kicked out one, but he did get hit with a low blow right before it. And there's people who get rolled up from a low blow all
And he
the time.
got bit twice.
Yes.
At least it's not like Shinsuke, whose whole gimmick was punching nuts.
Yeah. I'm not mad at the finish, but I just think it could have been a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. I mean, I don't know if you saw that one TikTok, but of that one dude booing the Make-A-Wish Foundation. He's like,
yeah. The Make-A-Wish Foundation kids are making their entrance. This dude was booing. Yeah.
What an amazing guy. Well, the next up in the night, this is
By the way, this is Brahma Bull Rock. Go ahead and unshell that.
Just a little break real quick. It's The Rock in sweatpants. In his Brahma Bull armor. Anyways, this is fun. He's gonna be with us for a little bit.
Yeah, he's the new Wrestless mascot.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you guys follow our TikTok and our Instagram, you saw we uploaded our predictions and we saw who is now and still the Wrestless champion. Your boy, 4-0. We got really lucky that we included the Andre the Morning.
Yeah, we should have included that.
Hey,
that was kind of stupid.
It was your choice.
But the second match of night one, which is personally my favorite match of the night, was the WrestleMania Men's Tag Team Showcase, the Fatal 4-Way between Ricochet and Braun Strowman versus Viking Raiders versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Cat. That's who it was.
This is like a 9-minute spot fuck match.
Dude.
Just the amount of spots that are in there.
Oh.
Spot. I like that it started off a little slow, a little technical wrestling from the Master Gable.
Yeah.
But then dude just picks up the pace and never slows down.
When you're drunk as fuck and you're watching this with friends who don't even like wrestling or watch wrestling, and they get excited over it, that's their favorite match, you know you've done something right to make non-wrestling fans love you and remember you. My friend is now a fan of Ricochet.
Wow.
Yeah, here you go. Good job, Ricochet.
Ricochet is the human highlight reel. That dude, he did the shooting star press off the springboard.
That was
onto the outside.
He
got like 15 feet in the air.
You had Braun Strowman doing the Strowman Express just for Angelo Dawkins to knock him down.
Angelo Dawkins made Strowman look small, make him look like a little boy.
That's shocking, actually.
And then, can't forget the Master Gable suplex on Braun Strowman.
Yeah, that was a great moment. You had that little moment in the corner where Montez kind of, I think, jumped on him, or it was Ricochet who jumped on him, and then they had like a whole tower collapse. Yeah. That was awesome. And then the Street Profits won at the end of the day, which was... Again, this was like 8 minutes and a half. This does not feel like 8 minutes and a half. Felt like it was way longer, but it felt in a good way.
It was real good.
It was one of the matches I still remember now, even though it was short. I feel like I can give it like,
what's the star rating?
The star rating for me probably a 3.75, 3 and 3/4.
I pretty much agree with you. 3.5 for me. This match was awesome. One of the best of the night. Night one, I would say definitively is better than night two. Night one
of WrestleMania is probably one of the best WrestleMania experiences I've ever watched.
I think they purposely did it like that maybe, that night one lifted everyone up, night two shut them down.
Maybe night one was ran by Triple H, and night two was ran by, Omos was in night two.
That's true.
Ran by Vince, right?
After that showcase match, I believe was the Trish Stratus beat, Becky Lynch and Lita versus Damage Control. 6-man tag match.
Think so.
6 woman.
Think so. Maybe it was another match, but if it's whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
But that match, what do you think of that match? Yeah.
So we talked about this a little bit yesterday, and it wasn't my favorite match. Honestly, I actually didn't like it at all. Lita should not be in a WWE ring. To me, she's too slow. She's stiff. None of her moves look legit or good. She didn't land the Lita salt very well, in my opinion. Trish Stratus, on the other hand, actually really surprised me, like with how well she kept up.
She got that WrestleMania 21 throwback.
Yeah, throwback gear.
Throwback gear.
Puppies. Yeah, obviously Becky Lynch always solid. Bayley always solid. I wish Io Sky and Dakota Kai could show out more. You know, you're on the grandest stage of them all. Kind of set your name, make it big. What'd you think?
I thought it was a fair match. It was a match that I think of better in Theory and Cena.
I think it went on too long.
It went on a little too long. it's one of those matches where, it happened, but you won't remember it for years to come. Like, for example, Trish Stratus versus Charlotte Flair. People remember that happened. Like, I barely remember that happened. And it happened. For me, like, there's not much I can say that, spots in the match I can remember. There's that one spot maybe when they all like went out in the ring and they were all like jumping on each other.
Yeah.
That was alright, that was cool.
They tried to set up with Lita hitting a Hurricanrana on Trish onto Damage Control. The setup kind of failed. Yeah. I'm interested in see what's the future of these women's tag team championships.
They shouldn't exist. We say this all the time.
On every video.
Maybe we should just get a whole episode on how the women's tag team championship is just so shitty.
Yes, we could go on for hours on how these belts should not exist.
Honestly, and we're gonna see in night 2 why. But anyways, this match, I'll give it like 3.5 as well.
Wow, that's really high.
I don't think
that's really high.
A blog match.
It's a good one.
They worked well, but it wasn't like something memorable, you know? That's what I usually do. Like, 2 is bad, you know?
I mean, I would say 3.5 stars, like, those are pretty memorable matches.
I don't know, man.
You know? Especially if we're going on, like, Meltzer scales.
Meltzer scales, no. It's just...
Oh, and that we missed a very big match.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was...
Yeah. Sorry, before that match, we had Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul in an outstanding match.
Holy shit.
Oh, let me get my rating.
Yeah, what's your rating?
That's 2 stars for me.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It wasn't that good. No, yeah, not good at all.
Logan Paul and Seth, dude. Holy shit. First off, who would be scared of someone named Seth? Right? I mean, Logan and Jake made some good points on that one. But, okay, so when Logan and Seth came out,
the entrances, man.
Yeah, the entrances were fun. You had
Giant Prime Bottle.
You had Giant Prime Bottle. You had Logan Paul, Shawn Michaels in the entrance. And, you know, or hopefully he wasn't Owen Harding it.
While wearing the Bret hoodie? Why?
While I'm wearing the Bret hoodie, yeah, represent. But, yeah, he was Shawn Michaels in it. That was cool. A Prime Bottle came out, which we'll get to that later.
For sure.
Prime Bottle was hilarious as fuck. And the Prime Bottle was just spectating the match. Then Seth came out with the composer, making everyone go, oh, oh, oh. Made my friends start fucking dancing in that shit. Yeah. They were excited for Logan Paul because they knew this guy.
It's kind of crazy how over Seth's theme song is.
Yeah, honestly, like when I first heard it, I was like, it's alright. Now I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Proud.
Yeah, like it's great. But, Seth had them assless chaps out for a bit, I think, right?
Yeah. Like the Jeff Jarrett, like, stripe thing on his end.
Yeah. With the, Shawn Michaels pants.
It's kind of weird. But the match itself, fantastic.
Wow.
What a great match.
And, yeah, there's so many great spots. Logan Paul, incredible athletic ability. He was able to jump on the third rope, do his own little flip onto, Seth. You had the little, okay, let's talk about the Prime Bottle real quick. So the Prime Bottle saved Logan Paul from a curb stomp, or the stomp.
Yeah.
And who was that Prime Bottle? Well,
none other than the big boy himself, KSI.
KSI debuted in WWE.
Wow.
Looking stupid as he, unmasked himself. And everyone was like, what?
I remember watching, KSI Call of Duty videos when I was in elementary school. Now this man's at WrestleMania.
Now he's at WrestleMania.
Wow.
And, it was fucking hilarious because KSI and Logan Paul put Seth on the announce table, and then KSI is holding him down with his Prime Bottle outfit still. And he just has his phone you mad, bro? You mad? And then he gets put on the table, and Logan Paul accidentally frog splashes onto...
Yeah. An incredible show of athleticism always by Logan Paul, but damn, he destroyed his friend.
Yeah, and then Seth put him in the ring. I think it was a pedigree. 1, 2, kick out!
He kicked out the pedigree, but the pedigree finished Bobby Lashley out. For the number 1 contender in the United States.
Wow. But also, not only that, but he went to the announce table.
Went through announce table.
I thought that was it.
Yeah, there's definitely there's good false finishes in this match. Logan Paul landing a frog splash and thought the match was done.
Yeah, that's his finishing move.
Yeah, right.
And then he got super kicked with I think he was going to do a coast to coast. And then he got super kicked. 1, 2, 3. Seth wins.
Wow,
that was great, man.
Yeah.
That was a 4.5.
Wow, really high.
I'll say it's almost same level as Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul. Not as good, but it's almost as good. Almost same level. I prefer Roman versus Logan a little bit more.
I mean, stakes were higher.
Stakes were high.
It was built a little bit better.
I almost think Logan was going to win for a little bit.
Could you imagine Logan Paul, Universal Heavyweight Undisputed Champion?
Oh my god. Brock Lesnar couldn't do it, but
Logan Paul could.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will give that match a solid 4 stars. It was a great match. It was fun. But for me, this next match was my favorite match of the night.
Oh,
Booyaka. Just the entrances alone. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. What's a little controversy about Dominic's entrance?
So we just found out about this, which was fucking hilarious. So
something.
No, it's me. I find it hilarious. It's something out of a South Park episode, right? Where okay, so apparently in WWE's Dominic entrance, Dominic went to jail, right? And they used in his promo, instead of a prison, prison stock images, they used Auschwitz, the concentration camp during World War II. That's fucking hilarious. And now, and the Auschwitz went on Twitter and was yo, yeah, they tweeted, yo, this is shameless, this is not an editing mistake, what the fuck? I meant to say what the fuck, but it's funny. But they used Auschwitz.
That's kind of crazy how much
Dominic came out of Auschwitz.
How many concentration camp references are in our podcast episodes? And go back and listen to episode 4, the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, good one.
That one kind of states itself.
But yeah, so
entrances dope. Like you said, Dominic came out from fucking prison himself. He came out in the the police van.
Got the Rey Mysterio mask.
Dude, and he looks a lot like Rey Mysterio with the mask on.
I wonder why.
It's kind of crazy.
I thought he was Rey Mysterio at first. I was like,
his whole outfit was a little bit play off the Rey Mysterio outfit from 1997 Halloween Havoc. And dude, the Rey Mysterio entrance though comes out on a lowrider with Snoop Dogg. What does it say on the back?
I'll tell you what. The game is not to be sold. It is to be told, or the other way around. I don't know what that really means. But you know what? That was cool as fuck.
Yeah. When they hit that Eddie Guerrero, the Titan drop, I jumped out my seat.
He came back, and then I was like, oh.
I know Chavo Guerrero was there at WrestleMania 39. I wish he could be part of the entrance. Yeah,
he should have drove in as Kerwin White with his golf cart and Dolph Ziggler as his caddy.
Yeah, man, so relatable.
But yeah, but I'll tell you what's funny the fact that this whole match was sponsored around Cinemoji Toast Crunch.
When are we gonna get Cinemoji versus Kid Cyclops?
Honestly, dude.
And Cinemoji, the person in the suit was NXT upstart Sol Ruca.
Yeah, but why was she there? It's just
wow, I guess she volunteered.
But overall, the match was great. It really showed how Dominic improved. You had this nice spot where this dude fucking threw water at Aaliyah. That was funny. Finn Balor and Damian came out looking like hoodlums. Bad Bunny was there for some reason.
LWO. Oh my god. The LWO is back with Legado del Fantasma and Rey Mysterio. Also, what's that singer's name? Who did the... America the Brave at the beginning. She's also part of LWO now.
Is she?
Yeah. I forgot her name, but Selena Vega inducted her into the group formally. Yeah, LWO is back. This is awesome. This is so freaking cool. Who would you like to see join the LWO? There's a lot of Hispanic superstars in the WWE.
Well, that's a good question.
They only have one woman. Maybe Raquel Rodriguez.
I was going to say Raquel Rodriguez, or you... Oh man, we're missing out on some Lucha Libre wrestlers, honestly, in WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to say Lucha House Party, but whoops.
Secret Dragon Lee just made his debut. That could be fun, but maybe the LW can stick how it is for now, but I think Raquel Rodriguez could be an awesome addition to that. But back to the match, dude, so many false finishes when Dominic was here, hit the 619 and the fucking frog splash. I was so sure the match was over. and my guy Rey Mysterio kicked out because he is the GOAT luchador.
Man.
Dude.
And dude, I just love that one spot when Ray straight up like slingshotted Dominic slingshotted Ray into the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looked like it hurt bad.
Dominic is such a great heel, man. His mom slapped him.
Man, honestly, Dominic's probably one of the best heels going in wrestling today. I will fight for that. Everyone hates him.
That's what he's supposed to do.
Exactly. That's great. But yeah, the match was great. He was gonna cheat by using a chain, Damian Priest's jacket, and then Bad Bunny was like, no,
Bobby. No.
Takes the chain, and then Ray beats Dominic. 1, 2, 3. That was great.
This front line he hit at the end was so freaking fast.
Mm-hmm.
That dude swung on that rope like it was nothing.
WWE Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna have to give this a 4.25. I feel like it was a great match. Besides another match that's going to be talked about later. It's probably the best storytelling in the whole WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
It was great, and
I agree. I will also give this a 4.25. I think that's the perfect rating to give this match. My favorite match of the night, definitely. But it will not be getting the high stars of the night. On to the next match. We have Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Dude, I did not expect this match to be as good as it was.
Yeah,
Holy
I
crap.
thought the match was going to be alright. That's going to be cool to see Rhea win, possibly.
Yeah.
And it was cool when it was cool the whole match, honestly.
Yeah, it started off a little slow. But things really did pick up. One of the best well-paced matches out of the both nights. A lot of false finishes. There's definitely a lot of moments you think Charlotte's gonna win this match, but Rhea Ripley ultimately prevailed over Charlotte, finally getting the W over Charlotte. Dude, there's a lot of awesome spots. Rhea Ripley does the belly-to-belly suplex. Or no, it's supposed to be a German. And then Charlotte does a full flip rotation, lands on her face.
Oh my god. This was a barn burner, dude. This was like this was like almost same level as Becky and Bianca last year. I think it was pretty good.
You probably heard in like previous episodes, I say like Becky Bianca was like the best match of last year's WrestleMania. And this is one of the best matches this year's WrestleMania. They're very good. The women are definitely showing out.
And by the way, let's just keep this in mind. Almost every match we're talking about has been good or great. It's like...
Yeah, no bad matches. Yeah, night one.
There was one, but we'll talk about that in just a second. But, yeah, it was great. It was just a feel-good moment to see Rhea Ripley win this thing. Love the riptide at the, top rope. That was great.
I wonder what's happening with the Judgment Day now, because now we have Rhea Ripley probably going to be officially just SmackDown, and the rest of the Judgment Day is pretty much Raw.
Yeah, honestly, it feels like...
Probably we'll see them crossing over to both brands.
Finn doesn't feel like the leader anymore, man. It feels like Rhea's the leader.
Every interview, this dude Finn's like, I'm not the leader, there is no leader. Rhea Ripley is the leader.
Honestly,
let's talk about it. Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio have become the face of the Judgment Day.
Honestly, dude, like, there's nothing, at least as of now, too appealing about Damian Priest or Finn Balor.
Damian Priest definitely got lost in the shuffle.
Poor guy. I thought he was gonna have
no WrestleMania match.
The leader.
No WrestleMania match.
No, instead he just helped out our boy Dom.
Yeah, I think Dom lose.
Dom lose. But yeah, I'll give Rhea and Charlotte 4.5.
Yeah, same. I'm also giving this, actually, I'm gonna give this a 4.75. This was one of the best matches of all WrestleMania, weekend. So, 4.75.
Now next, we have my favorite match of the night. Pat McAfee versus The Miz. Holy shit, okay. So, Snoop Dogg and Miz are the hosts for some reason. And The Miz, Snoop Dogg's like, hey, my dog, you wanna go and, go have yourself
some Snoop Dogg impression. No. Do it again.
Hey, my dog, you wanna go have a WrestleMania match? And he was like, yeah, I did an open challenge on Twitter, but no one responded. And then, of course, The Miz didn't do that. But, because he's a liar and a bad guy. And then Pat McAfee came out like, hey, bitch, I want to challenge you to a match. It was, it was pretty bad.
You know what's interesting? Michael Cole claimed Pat McAfee to be undefeated at WrestleMania. He's trying to erase the Vince McMahon loss. He's trying to erase history.
Yeah,
Vince McMahon has a win over Pat McAfee.
Destroyed Pat McAfee.
Yeah, he punted a football out.
Yeah, and proceeded to get stunned. Probably the worst stunner ever. But yeah, McAfee Miz happened. George Kittle came out. I don't know how that wasn't a disqualification. That should have been a disqualification. Poor Miz. Miz is in the right. You know, what did he do? He just trying to host WrestleMania. What did he have to get a match?
He had a match without his consent.
Honestly, a 2-on-1 handicap match. But, you know, and then...
What would you give this match?
Fucking half a star.
This will be the 0.25 star match for me.
Maybe even a dud.
Yeah.
Is it like, I mean...
I would say it's nice to see Pat McAfee whenever we do. So cool. I guess that'll be my 0.5.
I guess I'll be 0.5. I like Pat McAfee. It's cool to see him back, but like, you know,
yeah.
Like, you know, like that match didn't need to exist.
You need your little dumb moment every now and then, you know. So
yeah, I guess it's fine. At least it didn't take too long. Sorry. Now we got our main event for night one.
Ooh.
And it is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos for the SmackDown Undisputed Tag Team Champions. Now, no one really knew what the main event was going to be. We thought it was going to be
Rhea and Charlotte.
First.
John Cena and Theory.
Yeah, and now thank God
they got it.
They got it right. Sami Zayn, Owens, Usos, the first tag team championship main event. Not the first tag team main event, but first tag team championship main event. And wow, it was now I wouldn't say in ring wise it was the best match of the night, but there were plenty of great spots. It was fun. It was one of the best storytelling. When I said that Ray and Dominic had one of the best storytellings of WrestleMania, this was the best storytelling of WrestleMania. This is the fairy tale ending that kind of everyone sort of wanted. You know, Sammy Mania or WrestleZania.
I don't think anyone wanted to win. I mean, it's maybe like the die-hard bloodline fans. But
yeah. But I mean, dude,
the right choice was made. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn landing 3 haluva kicks on Jey Uso.
Yeah, he was like, I'm sorry. That was like some Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels type shit. And it was great. There was food. There was just a lot of stuff going. It was pretty much absolute mayhem.
I saw like 88 super kicks this match. Holy shit, man. How many times has Kevin Owens getting super kicks?
Sami Zayn was the only person to ever kick out of the 1D.
Yeah, finally the 1D.
I actually thought Usos were going to win then, because they were destroying him, dude. Owens was out on the table. Zayn was getting owned in the ring. 1D, 1, 2, he kicks out.
Michael Cole's reaction was everything.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Michael Cole is a really underrated.
One of the best commentators ever.
But I would say this match, the main event, perfect way to end off night one, is going to be a 4.5 as well.
This is for me the same as Rhea and Charlotte, a 4.75. What an awesome match. You could easily call this the best match of the night. You can also call Charlotte Rhea one of the best matches of the night.
You can call a lot of these matches.
Yeah, night one, fantastic. From night one as a whole, what would you star rating? What are you?
Dang man, like out of 5, probably a 4,
exactly,
4.5, something like that.
I would say a 4 as well.
It was really good.
Average it out.
They had way more highs than lows. But then we go to night 2. Do you
Make-A-Wish kids felt like when they saw John Cena get low blowed. What was going through their mind?
Bit twice. This was their wish, man.
John Cena, I really want to see you win at WrestleMania. And John's like, I'll make it happen for you, son.
Dose of reality.
Maybe Austin A should do an open challenge to the Make-A-Wish kids. Everyone, the kids with the 8-count down.
That should be a title of our video. Make-A-Wish kids going down. So we start off with night 2, starting off with the match of the night.
Oh my god, almost it. Rise up.
Because it's Brock Lesnar versus
This match had me feeling so homosexual.
Homosexual,
dude. You know what? This is fun. This is just plain, really, really like simple storytelling. Man is too big. Small man cannot beat this guy. You know, Omos started off the match dominating.
It was cool to see Omos just fling.
He like threw him off his leg like it's nothing. Yo, that first crucifix was a little anticlimactic. It was a little low.
Yeah. I feel like the match, I mean, Meltzer probably loved it, but I guess it was a cool way, like a cool way to open the match, I guess, or open the WrestleMania. I mean, cool. Brock Lesnar almost.
Yeah.
Two big guys going at it. Brock Lesnar wins. How predictable. How predictable that this was less than 5 minutes.
Picked almost though, because they thought it's almost gonna put over.
No,
Yeah, but definitely, like, I feel like a lot of the predictions I was seeing, a lot of people picked almost, but Brock Lesnar was both of our picks, so we know better.
Yeah, we know better.
Yeah.
World's biggest jobber.
F5 was awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen almost win a pay-per-view since like 2021.
Yeah. I mean, remember his WrestleMania debut at 37.
That's true.
Dominating the New Day.
I mean, but with AJ Styles, hell yeah. But anyways, yeah, this was a fucking 2-star. This was kind of okay. Not really.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 2.5.
It was nothing special. I didn't really care for it. It was funny to see Omos fucking be Omos. And it was, yeah, I mean, my friends were enjoying it. That's cool. Second match of the night, oh my fucking god. We get worse. We get worse than Lesnar and Omos.
So, obviously the idea was like, okay, we did a tag team showcase for the men, now let's do one for the women. It would have been so much better if they just did a fucking, like, battle royal with all the women, and then like, alright, number one contenders, you know?
Because there is no tag teams in the women's division. You don't have enough women to do a tag team. Or maybe you do, but you don't have enough time to show every tag team's progression and story, but I guess WWE doesn't get that, so they just fucking tug on the women's tag team belts.
It's a snooze fest, man. This match sucked. And the winners were Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, who participated in a total of 1% of the whole match.
Dude, what the fuck? Okay, literally, I left for a little bit to get a drink in that match, and I come back, and, you know, Ronda and Shayna are out for like a half match, an 8-minute match, so they're out for 4 minutes, and they come in last second, armbar, Shotzi, or what's her name? Shotzi. Shotzi taps out. Jesus Christ, this match was...
and to make it even worse, on the Raw after Mania, Liv Morgan and Raquel win a number one contenders match for the tag titles. Like, why couldn't the showcase be the number one contenders tag match? What's the point of Rousey winning this?
I mean, the point of a showcase is to showcase how good you are, which is what the men's tag did. And this
is the opposite. This made us realize how bad the tag team scene is in the women's division.
Honestly, and how bad putting Ronda over like this. Not even over. Like, no one achieved here. No one earned anything here. No one improved here. This was a 1.5-star match.
This is the 1-star for me.
I'll give them the benefit of them putting on a match. It's not like a snug fest like McAfee and McMahon. But
this was 8 minutes, but it felt like 25 minutes of work.
It did. Like, the men's tag felt longer, but in a good way. Yeah. This felt longer in a terrible way. And this was really sad. But, you know, we start off pretty rocky. And then we go into something amazing.
Yeah, let's be glad that this followed it. It's going to be the champion, Gunther, Intercontinental Champion versus Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. Holy shit. What's that WrestleMania triple threat matches?
I don't know. I was going to do a whole top 10 list, and then I was kind of late on that. But, you know, maybe there's always next year.
but for real, though, like, this match was so good.
Oh, my God.
It is just, and how nice is it to see an Intercontinental Championship match with international people?
I know, right?
Right?
It actually feels intercontinental. That was just such a fucking...
Me slapping me.
I made my friend a fan of Gunther.
Honest.
He was, oh my god. The 27 hits to the chest from Sheamus. I think to Gunther. It was either to Gunther or Drew.
I think it's Drew.
That was brutal.
Dude, they did that thing where like Sheamus was holding Gunther and hitting him with the chest, and then Drew would chop. And then they would alternate. Dude, all their chests look like minced meat after their match.
This was hard. This was technical, but this was more like technical wrestling mixed with brawling wrestling. It was just pure old school classic wrestling.
It's like Gunther says, you know, he's bringing the importance back to the mat, you know, it's honor.
He is one of the best Intercontinental champions to exist in the modern era. And, oh my god, they're making Gunther into this incredible beast. And honestly, this whole match is, dare I say, a 5-star
Ooh,
match.
giving the coveted Restless 5-star.
Like, it has to be, dude. Like, it was just, I love those matches where it doesn't have to go all extreme. It doesn't have to go outside the ring, through announce tables, all this. It's just, they do everything in their, what they got and make it into a 5-star classic. Like Cena and Styles has done that.
Yeah, very fun.
That's all you need to do.
Very nice, very like physical match. I'm gonna give it a 4.75. This match is amazing.
Probably match of the night. Definitely match of the night, let's say.
Yeah, and the next match is, honestly, I think it would have done better if we didn't follow Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre. It was Bianca Belair versus Asuka. A lot of people are very upset about the finish of this match. A lot of people felt like Asuka should have won. I'm not one of those people. I'm fine with the Bianca Belair victory. I just hope something better comes out of the reign.
Yeah.
The match itself was actually pretty good.
It's weird to think Bianca has actually held championship for more than a year.
Yeah. I like Bianca. I think she's really great, and she puts on awesome matches, obviously, depending who her counterpart is. But I'm okay with the victory. I think the match was okay, though. I thought it was really good, but just the fact that it followed Gunther, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, I think deflated the crowd, which in turn deflated me a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. That could be a part of it. I felt like the story wasn't really there.
Yeah, definitely not.
It's hard to get invested into it, and I feel like that's the problem with most of Bianca's matches. There's like against Alexa, there was nothing there that I cared about. Like,
obviously, the Becky Lynch last was an awesome story there. That's why it works.
Yeah, the Becky Lynch one was great. The Bayley one was started off great.
Yeah.
And then it kind of ended off as just tedious, repetitive, not really fun. And it's a shame because Bianca's actually a pretty amazing wrestler.
Yeah.
She had a cool entrance with some Compton dancers, I think. Dancers from Compton.
I didn't know where they were from. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But now Asuka is 0-5 at WrestleMania.
Really? 0-5?
Yeah, I don't know what the future holds for Asuka.
She's been undefeated.
She put out that tweet like, maybe I should go back to Japan.
Maybe Wrestle Kingdom's better.
If she really wants to thrive as a superstar, I think Japan is the place for her. I don't think WWE is.
I feel like she's doing good in WWE, but she should have maybe won the championship.
She definitely, she's held a lot of titles, you know. She's won Money in the Bank. Who knows? But I don't know what the future is for Asuka, but it's not the Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah, but this match, a very unmemorable match. I'm gonna have to give it a 3.5. It was good. It wasn't anything bad. Like I watched it and I was like, well, it's not bad. It's a good match. Probably second best match that's happened so far.
Yeah, I liked it. It's gonna be a 3.75 for me.
Mm-hmm.
But next is the match of the night.
Well, hold on. Before the match of the night, you had Snoop Dogg and The Miz comes out, and The Miz is like, "Hey, bitch, dog, bitchy doggy dog. Hey, what the hell?"
What's with the Snoop Dogg?
The Miz. That's the Miz.
Okay.
The Miz was like, "Hey, man, why the fuck did you put me in a match?" And Snoop was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And The Miz was like, "Sorry. You think sorry's going?" And he's like, "Oh, when I say sorry, I meant sorry." And then he points, and then LA Knight comes out. Oh wait, no. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out. Oh,
yeah.
Wait, no. Oh wait, The Rock comes out. Oh wait, no. You know who comes out? Shane McMahon, the best in the world. Shane O'Mac came back.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Personally, I like Shane, but this doesn't need to happen. This shouldn't have happened.
This shouldn't have happened. You know? Maybe Damien Mizdow should have.
20 seconds in the match proved why it shouldn't have happened.
Oh my god.
This man was running the ropes.
He tore his quad in the first 20 seconds of the match, man.
Yeah. Shout out for the improv by the cameraman, Snoop Dogg, and The Miz to finish the match with the incredible, one of the best people's elbows I've ever seen. Honestly.
Yeah, well, Snoop Dogg defeats The Miz at WrestleMania.
That's going in the history books. The Miz with 2 losses on WrestleMania 39.
Really?
Two-time Grand Slam champion. This is a 2-time Grand Slam champion.
This is a WrestleMania main event.
Yeah.
Because this guy's and he lost to Snoop Dogg at WrestleMania. Dear God, why? Anyways, this match was like a 0 stop.
Yeah, this is gonna be, I'll give it a 0.75 for the Snoop Dogg improv.
I give Snoop Dogg props on that, but Jesus, man. They could have just made LA Knight, do an LA Knight beatdown with Steve Austin or LA Knight beatdown with anyone.
Be last.
Yeah.
But next we had a little underwhelming match. The entrances were awesome. Edge versus the Demon Finn Balor.
Now, why would you put colorful ass steel chairs and colorful ass kendo sticks like it's a fucking Toys R Us in a Hell in a Cell match?
Yeah.
Why would you? I mean, I get why, because Finn cut his head open pretty bad, but I feel like the point of a Hell in a Cell is that you're in a Hell in a Cell. Doesn't matter. It's blood and guts. But I guess we're gonna G it down. Might as well just call it heck on a deck.
I mean, I'll insert the picture of Finn Balor's injury. This was gruesome. The man, Edge, I think wanted a fucking receipt for having that chair thrown at his head on the outside twice. And he didn't seem very pleased. So this man came in with a ladder and threw the ladder at Finn Balor's face, and he busted him open, cutting open his forehead to his scalp.
It was cool to get It's cool to get the regular Hell in a Cell back, though.
Yeah.
It's not a red chain anymore for some reason. It makes it hard for people to see.
Unfortunately, this didn't really feel like a Hell in a Cell match.
It just felt like a normal match with ladders.
It's 18 minutes long, though.
Wasn't as good as Rollins and Rhodes. Wasn't as good as Edge and Rollins. Wasn't as good as,
Edge Rollins, one of the awesome Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. I mean, at least it was better than Fiend and Rollins.
Every Hell in a Cell.
At least there's that. I don't know.
Yeah.
This match was okay. Like, I mean, it feels like since it was Hell in a Cell, the stakes should be higher and should be a better, gruesome match. But
some cool spots here and there.
I mean, yeah, there was a cool spot when Finn climbed the
side of the cell.
Yeah, the seat cell, and then did a coup de grace and missed and hit the table. It was cool. That's about it. So
I'm gonna give this a 3.
I'll give it a 3.5. I mean, it had its cool spots. It was alright. It was all right.
Yeah.
We have our main event next, which is Adrenaline is in his soul.
But the Universal Championship is not in his hand.
And everyone is happy about that.
Dang, I've never seen, the amount of backlash after WrestleMania like this one, man.
Dude, I'll tell you what, this wasn't that bad of a booking decision.
Yeah, this is really no reason to be, super upset. Obviously, the events on Raw maybe be a little upset.
No, be upset. No.
Yeah. But the match itself, the match was good.
Match was
real good.
I will say though that I was talking about this with Hadi when we were walking over here. I'm kind of getting irritated with Roman's excessive amount of just outside interference. I get it. He's a heel. Heels do that. Constant usage of that makes you look like a weak champion. You see that with Jinder Mahal. You see that with JBL. Yeah, JBL was one of the longest SmackDown WWE champions of all time. Or he was the longest on SmackDown. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the problem is it's becoming formulaic.
Yeah.
It's this is the Roman Reigns formula. You're about to beat Roman Reigns, so let's go.
So you've seen this with Drew McIntyre. You've seen this with Sami Zayn. You've seen this with Kevin Owens. You've seen this with Cody Rhodes now. You've seen this with Edge and Daniel Bryan. Literally you've seen this with every single match that Roman's in. It's just the same thing over and over and over and over again. And, and I get it. It's the Uso, but it's just it's the heel thing to do, but the Usos, they actually did a one match legitimate and they lost. Ooh. Mm-hmm. I'm getting worked up on the scripted thing, but
I will say though, I like that. It feels like every single match that Roman Reigns has, he's getting closer and closer to getting beat, and I think he's relying more and more on the interference to where it's almost like we've seen the bloodline slowly starting to implode. But now I think it really will.
Especially since the Usos lost?
Yeah, and they'll definitely have, we saw on the Monday Night Raw after Mania, Roman did not want to see the Usos. He did not want to. He was like, they're home, right? They're not here. So I think we'll see a Roman Reigns match with no one on his side. Maybe not even Paul Heyman.
I think that there's a chance that Jey Uso can betray.
We have been so hopeful about a Jey Uso face turn for so long.
Here's the deal: if Vince is in charge, I doubt it's going to happen. Yeah. But since if Triple H is still in charge, it's going to happen. Because you can't just have this much tension and this much teasing, and you can't just have Jey just looking off to the side when Sammy's like, "You're just jealous because you wanted to hit him in the back," and just complete silence with Jey kind of thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's just...
Roman Reigns is nearing 3 years with this reign, and I would say my favorite rivalry he's had was with Jey Uso, which is like one of the very first ones. So I would love to see them revisit that and maybe see Jay stand victoriously. Title or
Yeah, so I think that the Cody and Roman match itself was great. It was
longest match of both nights, 35 minutes.
it could have been perfect, but whatever. Some things don't end off great. But I still think it's a 4.75.
Same, 4.75. If Cody won, I'll give him 5.
It was a great main event. It was a great match.
Felt epic. It really felt epic during the entrances. Holy shit, we're about to witness something special. We did.
We did, and it
We
was
saw Roman Reigns win 3 straight Manias with the same title.
so that was the long WrestleMania recap.
Yeah.
How long was that?
That was like 46 minutes.
46 minutes. Oh man.
Hey, and now that we just talked about WrestleMania 39 and all the champions who came out of it, now we're going to play a little game by entering into an AI response generator who should beat the current champions and end their reigns. And then we'll discuss it and see if we agree with it. We played around with this a little bit yesterday and we got some interesting responses. So I say let's just start off with the tribal chief, the head of the table.
Don't know who that is. Who will dethrone
From this generator, who will dethrone?
Oh my god. So, a wide number of wrestlers could dethrone Roman Reigns, such as Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, and Bobby Lashley. These wrestlers all possess the skill, athleticism, and experience to go up against Reigns. However, among all the possibilities, it would be fitting for Braun Strowman to dethrone Reigns as a way of completing their past storyline and making a meaningful, symbolic statement.
This is really interesting. I think we should maybe break that down one by one. Daniel Bryan, he's not in the company, so I don't think he'll be ending that reign.
Well, he couldn't do it the first time, or the second time, or the third time.
Although I will say I do love all the Daniel Bryan Roman Reigns matches I have.
It was great, yeah. Even the one in Fastlane too in 2015. That was amazing. AJ and Roman, I'm shocked they never really had a match.
Yeah, I mean AJ was always like stuck on Raw. Roman wasn't really doing Raw stuff at that time.
But he really should have had a match at least. Because AJ and Reigns, well, first off, that would have been a great match. Second off, Reigns, I feel like he still has people who he hasn't really beaten yet.
Yeah.
At least in this Tribal Chief reign. AJ is one of them.
AJ, obviously the GOAT Madcap Moss is not.
The Gold Maca. Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Seth Rollins. Roman, that sounds like probably one of the biggest possibilities. Roman has never beat Seth.
Yeah, exactly. So the story with Seth is not finished.
Honestly,
Just like how they talk about Cody finishing the story, maybe Seth needs to finish the story.
maybe it has to be Seth v. Roman v. Cody, like SummerSlam. Because Cody and Seth, they barely
That can be
finished their
tasty.
story.
But where does Randy Orton fit into that?
Maybe Randy Orton doesn't need to fit into that.
Oh, he could. That's what I'm saying.
But Bobby Lashley, no.
I mean, a Bobby Lashley Roman Reigns match.
That'd be cool. Didn't they already face off once? I don't remember.
They faced off Survivor Series.
Or is that him and Big E?
The year before that was Drew, right? Drew and
Yeah.
Roman. Oh, I don't know if they have faced off.
So maybe Roman, but I don't think he'll.
But interesting enough, this AI says the most all the
fitting.
possibilities. Most fitting is Braun Strowman.
Sometimes forget Braun Strowman's still in the company.
Yeah, no, Braun Strowman is not playing tag team with Ricochet. I don't think he's going to be going for the Universal title anytime soon.
But if he does, that would be very fun to see.
Interesting.
A giant versus Roman Reigns, and
If there's going to be a giant going against Roman Reigns, it has to be
oh
Omos.
my god, Homo sapiens, rise up.
Exactly.
Anyways, yeah, who do you think outside of this is going to
Yeah,
probably dethrone?
so like my picks are Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton as like the top 3 to face Roman and to beat Roman.
For me, I think it may be Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, and Cody Rhodes. I feel like Jey Uso, he hasn't really finished the story with Roman. I feel like after all this shit, he's been through threatening Jay, threatening Jimmy too. Like, if you don't get your brother in line, then I'll take it out on you or something, or just slapping Jay at Elimination Chamber, or, just kind of bashing Jay. And of course, their first rivalry would go full circle.
Awesome.
That's amazing storytelling. But at the same time, it's hard to see Jay as the face of the company.
For sure. Especially like dethroning this legendary reign.
Yeah.
Next.
But then again, this reign is mostly happened because of outside interference from the Usos.
Mhm.
So if you have no outside interference from the Usos. But anyways, we have Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship next. It's going to be great.
Who will dethrone Rhea Ripley as SmackDown Women's Champion? The next SmackDown Women's Champion could be a number of people, including Bayley, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, Carmella, and Zelina Vega. All of these women have the necessary talent, charisma, and drive to win the title and could make a good champion. These matches between any of these superstars and Rhea Ripley would sure excite, and any one of them could take home the SmackDown Women's Championship.
But you see, okay, well, first off, Rhea and Sasha, that's a no-go.
That would be a good match.
That'd be a great
I
match. I don't think it's going to happen. It's too soon. Maybe, I mean, I doubt Rhea's reign is going to be long enough to the point where Sasha comes back.
Yeah.
Bianca, I feel like Bianca's having her own things with the Raw Women's Championship. I wouldn't want to be SmackDown.
They did face off at the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. Possibly a unifying match. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
We see what happens when you unify titles.
And even when they do a unification thing, I think Rhea's going to win.
Yeah, I mean, they unified the women's championships not unified, they had a double title match at WrestleMania 35, but Becky taking it, and then they quickly separated that.
Yeah,
I'm
honestly,
going to see that again.
Honestly, dude, I think that, remember when Rhea and Bianca were supposed to go against each other at Money in the Bank last year?
And then, like, Rhea had the injury.
I bet you Rhea probably was going to take Bianca's title then.
Ooh, I don't know at that time. Bianca only had the title for like a month at that point.
Wasn't it a month? No, it was like maybe 3 months, maybe 4 months. But anyways, you got Bayley. I feel like
That's a strong contender.
I don't know, because I feel like Bayley's heel work still needs to carry on. Rhea's still going to be a heel, and I don't know. Like, I don't see Bayley turning face unless something good happens to Damage Control. Like somehow they or Io and Dakota turn on Bayley, or Bayley turns on them. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Carmella, no.
Why? Carmella was your pick to win the Elimination Chamber and face Bianca at Mania.
Yeah, well, she wasn't even at Mania, was she? So
Yeah.
now it's different. And Zelina,
LWO? Yes, man.
that's actually a possibility, I would say, with the LWO.
That would be a fun.
That would actually be cool. No?
I wish Zelina Vega got more like wrestling time.
Yeah.
But she is tiny.
She is
10.
And she wouldn't be an amazing face, especially to beat Rhea. Who would you think would beat Rhea?
So to end Rhea Ripley's reign, this is tough, right? Because the women's division, obviously the strongest competitors are 4 horsewomen. Becky, Bayley, Charlotte, and then Sasha's not in the equation no more. Outside of that, I really don't know, man.
I'd have to say Becky has to be one of them.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. I'm gonna say Liv Morgan could be one, and Raquel Rodriguez could be one. I feel like Liv and Rhea has had history, so that'd be real fun to see. And then Raquel and Rhea, just 2 badasses going at it, or possibly Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, I like the pick of Raquel. That's gonna be my pick. Everyone knows I'm a huge Raquel Rodriguez fan.
I'm a huge mommy fan.
Muscle monster. Yeah, so again, like, this would be a huge matchup. Both of them are great in the ring. Both of them are charismatic, NXT startups. So I think that could be fun.
Who's next?
So who will dethrone Bianca Belair as Raw?
I should have.
And not how's it
Not so easy. Anyways, there is no shortage of possible superstars who could dethrone Bianca Belair as the Raw Women's Champion. Alexa Bliss, they didn't even spell Bayley right, Jesus Christ. Asuka, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair are all former Raw Women's Champions who could make a return.
I don't think Natalya's ever Women's Champion
either. And challenge for the title. Newer superstars like Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and Lana could potentially...
Okay. It's very clear that AI does not know what they're talking about.
Any one of these superstars can provide a valid and fierce challenge to Bianca Belair. Well,
they're gonna have to do something else to Alexa Bliss. They need some type of reinvention for her.
They need something like Lana to defeat Bianca Belair. Return with the Bulgarian brute.
Yeah.
But yeah,
not to Alexa Bliss. We saw how that match went at the Royal Rumble.
I hope she's well, though. I heard she has skin cancer.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's why she's on hiatus.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Bayley, they already kind of played out that rivalry.
I know Bayley with a Y.
Yeah.
I know who Bayley is. I know Bayley.
Interesting.
Anyways.
Interesting.
Asuka, well, I mean, maybe a rematch down the line. Who knows? Maybe SummerSlam she'll get thrown.
Definitely not. Fucking hate Natalya. I hate Natalya.
Grenade medallion.
For real, bro. Faces just look like plastic Tupperware.
Oh, Jesus, so
Next, Charlotte Flair. It's always a bit.
Charlotte Flair,
Possibly.
I see it. But I see it.
So, I actually see Bianca losing her title through a Money in the Bank cash-in.
Yeah, I see that. So who's gonna be Money in the Bank?
Miss Money in the
Is it gonna be
Bank.
Lana or Ruby Riott?
Someone I would like to see.
Soho return.
Money in the Bank. It's hard for the women. You know? It's hard to say because it kind of feels like there's very few solidified stars at the top in the women's division.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe an NXT star.
I see it going. I mean, again, it could be Raquel Rodriguez. It could be ooh, I don't know. Maybe it could be someone shocking like Chelsea Green. Imagine that.
Wow.
Which that
Nikki Cross. Where's she at?
I don't know. That's a good, but I think Chelsea Green great.
Chelsea Green.
Should be like one of the annoying Miss Money in the Banks.
Oh, for sure.
Like Austin Theory was, or like Carmella.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm fine with that. That'd be a good role for her. And then out of nowhere, she catches in on Bianca Belair, which I feel like is reasonable because Bianca is at that position where she's not like a unstoppable champion like Gunther and Roman. She has her vulnerabilities, which makes it possible for Chelsea Green, someone like her, to go and cash in. That's like just fantasy booking. That'd be shocking and pretty cool to see. But I don't know who exactly would dethrone Bianca.
I don't know. There's some people from NXT I would like to see come up and possibly win Money in the Bank. One of them being Zoe Starks. One of them, really, I would love to see the Alba Fire. I think Alba Fire is one of the best wrestlers in NXT. And if she ever came up to the main roster, I think she could be a real threat at the main event level. So next
is the United States champion, A-Town.
Down.
They should have done more with Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory. Make Johnny win the United States champion.
Fuck Johnny Gargano. What? Send him back to NXT.
I mean, they just been booking himself horribly. I was Tommaso Ciampa.
Honestly, right? All right, who will dethrone Austin Theory as United States champion?
A-Town.
Down. Let's see.
The AI can't beat her. Oh,
AJ Styles.
You want to read this one?
Okay, AJ Styles would be an ideal candidate to dethrone Austin Theory as United States champion, given his long-standing track record as a veteran within WWE. Not only is Styles adept at technical and rhythmic forms of wrestling, but his ability to draw a passionate response from an audience provides the perfect weapon for a heated feud. In addition, Styles would utilize crowd-pleasing tactics to completely unseat Austin Theory, such as a flurry of creative high-impact offense and signature moves. Ultimately, the move would be monumental for the U.S. Championship. Styles' long career of success would bring the title to even greater heights. I like that pick. I would love to see AJ Styles with this current title. The way the AI has worded this, beautiful.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best things that this AI has done. Yeah, Austin Theory and AJ, I hope AJ gets his injury. He hasn't been injured ever.
Yeah.
Too much. And he got like an ankle injury.
Broken ankle.
I hope he heals up soon because I miss him, man. I want some. AJ Styles is my favorite wrestler right now. Just because, he's cool.
Yeah, and I think what the mid-card title should function as is a propeller to the head with the World Championships. I think AJ Styles could use a great mid-card run.
Honestly, Austin and AJ AJ throwing would be a good choice. Who else would be a good choice?
You just mentioned a minute ago off camera that Tommaso Ciampa. I would love to see Tommaso Ciampa with the US title.
Or I said Johnny Gargano too.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they've already done a Gargano Theory feud on Raw. They should have made that for a title. It would have been so cool. Maybe they can still make it a thing. I don't know. You also have Montez Ford.
Yeah.
You have
Mustafa
Ali, which they probably won't use. They kind of treat him as a joke.
Apparently you're supposed to get that big push after 39, but the company got sold.
Yeah. But yeah.
Or possibly the Nigerian giant, Omos.
Sapiens? Rise?
Omos Sapiens. Go out right now and go tweet at Vince McMahon, make Omos United States champion, because he'll probably do it.
Probably. No, man. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's right, pal.
Yes. But next. All right. Who will be dethroning Gunther as Intercontinental Champion?
Yes, sir.
Let us see.
Off camera, we'll get some fun when we ask this question. Dolph Ziggler. He already has the pedigree and skill to become champion and has been chasing the title for a long time. He has the credentials to be a viable threat to Gunther and could realistically dethrone him. Ziggler's combination of power, technical prowess, and ability to work the mic make him an ideal pick for taking the Intercontinental title with Gunther. No,
I don't see Dolph Ziggler winning any more titles in WWE. Him winning the NXT title was such a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, he might win like the US title. Be an interesting one to see. But to drop Gunther though, nah. I feel like
That's be something bigger than that.
maybe even like someone like Solo Sikoa. That'd be interesting. And then set up a match for Gunther and Roman. It'd just be hard to see who's a face, who's a heel. Maybe it's a heel versus a heel.
Yeah, possibly.
That'd be an interesting one as well. And it could be possible that something funny happened, by the way. We asked this question off camera. Tamina Snuka was dethroned Gunther, which I feel like that's a vibe.
You know what? I need to see it because nobody is meaner than Tamina.
Honestly, dude. I mean, besides follow.
Should Tamina dethrone Gunther as Intercontinental Champion?
Yes. Should Dolph Ziggler? No, not 2023 Dolph Ziggler.
No.
Honestly, though, if it was like 2014 Dolph Ziggler, yeah, that would be that'd be a great story. But
yeah. Someone I could possibly see dethroning Gunther is the current tag team champion Kevin Owens. If he was not tag team champion, we'll love to see that. We'll love to see Kevin Owens in a good match.
Maybe it's possible. It's really hard to think as of right now who to throw because I feel like it can't be Sheamus anymore, right? Like they've done Sheamus too many times.
They're done with Sheamus.
And it can't.
We'll probably just get Sheamus Drew now until Drew's contract expires.
Yeah.
Not big Drew, but
he could be Drew. That'd be cool to see too. But yeah, I not Dolph Ziggler though. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, next.
Who will dethrone Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens as the undisputed tag team champions? Let's see who they give us.
The
Street Profits.
Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins would be great opponents to dethrone Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Now, honestly, this could be possible.
Yeah, because they are going to face off next Monday.
As tag team champions, the combination of Ford's high-flying maneuvers and Dawkins' strength could be unbeatable. Not only are the Street Profits entertaining, they also have the energy, hype, and momentum to carry the titles and make contenders respect them. Only a couple of impressive victories. They could be crowned the next tag champions in like a whole. I'll tell you what should happen. I don't think Street Profits are going to do shit. But what I hope happens is that Street Profits lose next week and they go set off the backlash with Street Profits versus Owens and Zayn. And then Owens and Zayn beat them again with the Montez heel turn. That'd be cool as fuck. Fucking love that.
Street Profits have always been great tag team champions, so I wouldn't be upset if they were to dethrone it, if it was later down the line. Obviously, Kevin Owens and Zayn just won the titles.
Owens and Zayn, who's going to dethrone them? Imperium.
Oh, interesting.
That would be fun to see. And this can be like down the line. Maybe they like SummerSlam, some big contenders shit match. And it's going to be, because I don't see Owens and Zayn going long term. Honestly, it's hard to see them going long term. They had their moment.
Yeah, I don't see any I don't know how you can tell the story.
I mean, they did, but I really see Imperium. I see the rise of Imperium coming on the main roster very soon.
For me, it would be quite easily the Maximum Male models. Massey and Mansois. No, but just kidding. I would like to see maybe the tag team benefit from beating Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Maybe even a call up from NXT, someone like Gallus or someone like the pretty.
Maybe RK Omos.
Oh, RK Omos or RK Bro. Matt Riddle's back. What are you gonna do? Matt Riddle would be a good contender for the United States Championship.
Yes, actually, yeah.
Austin Theory versus Matt Riddle.
That would be fun. That's like two different guys. Oh my god.
Actually, for the tag team championships, I would like to see Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio as tag team champions.
That's like Judgment Day would be another good one. Is it Judgment Day or Imperium?
Yeah. So I like both of those options, and I believe
we got one more championship. The Kabuki Warriors, comprised of Kairi Sane and Asuka, have the potential to dethrone both Lita and Becky Lynch as tag team champions. The Kabuki Warriors dominated in other tag team divisions of NXT, and they bring a distinct combination of strength, agility, and experience to the fray that could aid in toppling the powerhouse duo of Lita and Becky. Both members of the Kabuki Warriors have achieved successful singles careers, and they have vowed to bring that same level of excellence to the tag team division, which gets both probably anarchy. So, yeah.
I don't think this is happening, mainly because Kairi is not in the company.
Obviously, but, that would be very interesting.
Cool.
That would be really cool. Imagine Asuka turning heel, going off, and then Kairi returns out of nowhere. I don't know why Lita and Becky have the tag team championships.
I don't know why we have a women's tag team championship.
Like, if you gotta resort to giving it to a fucking wrestler doesn't even wrestle. You know what I'm saying?
Wrestler doesn't well anymore.
Might as well just give it to Nicholas.
I will say though, obviously, if they are going to keep the tag team championship, there's them bringing back the Iconics. This is my dream scenario: is that the Iconics come back at SummerSlam and beat Lita. Oh wait, I hope Lita and Becky don't have it for that long. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's say Backlash, Money in the Bank.
Okay, what's going to happen is that next pay-per-view, or even in a couple weeks, Rousey and Baszler is going to win the tag title.
Probably.
They're going to hold that shit for a good minute. And we'll see who dethrones them then.
Please WWE, if you watch the Wrestless podcast, dissolve these titles and start a women's mid-card title.
Bring back the Divas Championship. No. The Butterfly Championship.
Start with mid-card, please.
Let's break down.
So the AI is always...
Yeah, no, there's smart workers. You're stupid. So second. Yeah. Well, anyways, guys, thank you for watching. You guys aren't stupid. I'm kidding. We love you.
You are lovely. And thank you for watching the Wrestless podcast. Make sure to hit subscribe and follow our socials on Instagram and TikTok. And as always, stay Wrestless.